Are carbs our best friends for a healthy, fit body, or are they actually figure destroyers? Do we really understand their role in our lives, and are we using them correctly? Watch this video to the end to get the answers to these questions and many more interesting ones. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Okay, first, let's clarify what carbohydrates actually are. Carbohydrates are one of the three macronutrients, along with proteins and fats, that are essential for human life. They are made of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms, and serve as the primary source of energy for our bodies. Carbohydrates are divided into three main types: sugar, starches, and fiber. Understanding the basic science of carbohydrates is key to unlocking the secrets of their impact on our well-being. Our body is a complex machine, and carbohydrates play a vital role in keeping it running. When we eat carbohydrates, our digestive system breaks them down into glucose, a simple sugar that serves as our primary energy source. This glucose enters our bloodstream and travels to our cells, where it's used to produce adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the energy currency of life. In a landmark study, Dr. George Cahill Jr. described the complex metabolic pathways involved in carbohydrate metabolism. His research demonstrated the human body's ability to adapt to different carbohydrate intakes, switching between glucose and fat as primary fuel sources. The type and amount of carbohydrates we consume can significantly impact our health. Not all carbs are the same. The glycemic index, GI, measures how quickly different carb-containing foods raise your blood sugar. High GI foods cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, while low GI foods lead to a more gradual release of glucose. Research by Dr. David Jenkins has shown that diets high in low GI foods are linked to better blood sugar control and a reduced risk of type 2 diabetes. Understanding the glycemic index helps us make informed choices about the types of carbs we eat, but the impact of carbohydrates goes far beyond their immediate effect on blood sugar. Eating too many refined carbs, especially those with lots of added sugar and not much fiber, is linked to a bunch of long-term health problems. From being overweight and getting type 2 diabetes to heart problems and even some kinds of cancer, eating too many carbs can really do some damage. We need to pay attention to this. In 2019, The Lancet, which is a really important medical journal, published a big review. It looked at all the health issues around the world caused by unhealthy eating. The review showed that diets loaded with refined carbs but low in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains are a major cause of these long-term health problems. The food choices we make, especially when it comes to carbs, have a big impact on our health down the road. To fully understand how carbs affect our health, we need to look back at how humans have eaten throughout history. Archaeological evidence shows that our ancient ancestors, mostly hunter-gatherers, ate very differently from us. Carbohydrates, mostly from fiber-rich roots, tubers, and seasonal fruits, made up a big part of their calories. In a 2014 study, Dr. Alyssa Crittenden looked at the eating habits of modern-day hunter-gatherer groups. She found they focused on whole, unprocessed foods. The start of farming was a huge turning point in human history, changing our relationship with carbohydrates. The shift from a nomadic lifestyle to settled farming about 10,000 years ago marked a new era in how we ate. Growing grains provided a dependable source of calories, allowing the population to grow and leading to the rise of civilizations. However, this shift in diet came at a cost. In a 1985 study, Dr. Lauren Cordain compared the nutrient profiles of modern Western diets with those of our Paleolithic ancestors. The shift to agriculture led to a significant decrease in fiber and micronutrient density in our diets. This shift towards a grain-based diet marked the beginning of modern dietary challenges. The rise of industrial food production has brought about an era of unprecedented access to cheap, calorie-rich food. Refined carbohydrates have infiltrated every corner of our food supply, contributing to a surge in obesity and type 2 diabetes. A 2019 study by Dr. Dariush Mozaffarian revealed a striking increase in the consumption of ultra-processed foods. This overconsumption of refined carbohydrates has created the perfect storm for metabolic dysfunction. In the next segment, we'll delve into the latest scientific findings on the impact of carbohydrates on our health. The effect of carbohydrates on human health is a hot topic. While whole, unprocessed carbohydrate sources are definitely important for a balanced diet, there are a lot of different opinions about refined carbohydrates. Dr. Robert Lustig has documented the harmful metabolic effects of fructose, a type of sugar found in processed foods. Lustig argues that eating too much fructose leads to insulin resistance and fatty liver disease. On the other hand, some experts are in favor of high-carb diets for athletes. Dr. David Ludwig argues that low-carb diets may not be effective for long-term health. This ongoing discussion highlights the need for personalized approaches to nutrition. The spread of misinformation about carbs has created a lot of confusion. Let's break down some common myths and uncover the truth based on scientific evidence. Myth number 1. All carbs make you gain weight. Refined carbs can indeed contribute to weight gain, but whole, unprocessed carbs effectively promote fullness and regulate blood sugar levels without causing weight gain. Myth number 2. Carbs are essential for human survival. Technically, carbohydrates aren't essential, but relying solely on gluconeogenesis for energy and avoiding carbs is a bad strategy for long-term health. Myth number 3. Low-carb diets are the only way to lose weight. Sustainable weight management depends on creating a calorie deficit, regardless of the macronutrient composition of your diet. Carbohydrates aren't naturally good or bad. The type and amount we eat determine how they affect our health. Prioritizing whole, unprocessed carbohydrate sources should be the foundation of a healthy diet. Limiting refined carbohydrates is important for reducing the risk of chronic diseases. The best amount of carbs for you varies, depending on things like your activity level and health goals. Talking to a registered dietitian can give you personalized recommendations tailored to your unique needs. The internet age has opened up amazing access to information, but it's also become a breeding ground for conspiracy theories. One theory claims the global obesity epidemic is a deliberate plan by corporations to get people hooked on processed foods. Another theory suggests that dietary guidelines promoting carbohydrate consumption are part of a larger plan to create a docile population. While these theories might seem far-fetched, they highlight a growing distrust of authority. Now let's turn our attention to the intersection of carbohydrates and spirituality. Throughout history, food has played a vital role in religious practices and spiritual beliefs. Eating certain foods, including carbohydrates, often has symbolic meaning and affects spiritual well-being. In Judaism, the Torah outlines a complex set of dietary laws known as kashrut. Certain grains hold a special place in Jewish tradition. These grains have unique spiritual energy and are included in religious rituals. In Hinduism, the concept of ahimsa leads many to vegetarianism. Carbohydrates form the foundation of the traditional Hindu diet. The Bhagavad Gita emphasizes the importance of eating pure and wholesome foods. These examples illustrate the influence of religious beliefs on dietary practices. Our exploration of the world of carbohydrates has revealed a complex and multifaceted landscape where simple answers are often elusive. We've uncovered the intricate metabolic dance orchestrated by these energy-yielding molecules, witnessing their transformation from complex chains of sugars and starches into the very fuel that powers our cells. We've journeyed through time, tracing the evolution of human dietary patterns from the fiber-rich foods of our hunter-gatherer ancestors to the staple grains of the agricultural revolution, and finally, to the modern era dominated by refined carbohydrates and their undeniable impact on our health. Along the way, we've encountered a chorus of expert opinions, each offering valuable insights into the carbohydrate enigma, urging us to embrace a balanced perspective that acknowledges both the benefits and potential drawbacks of these dietary staples. The evidence is clear. Our relationship with carbohydrates is a delicate balance. Consuming these energy-yielding molecules in their whole, unprocessed form, as nature intended, can provide a steady stream of fuel, fiber, essential nutrients, and a symphony of health-promoting compounds. However, succumbing to the allure of refined carbohydrates, stripped of their nutritional integrity and often overloaded with added sugar, can disrupt this delicate balance, setting the stage for metabolic dysfunction and a cascade of chronic diseases. As we wrap up our exploration, one message rings true. Knowledge is power. Armed with a deeper understanding of carbohydrates and their impact on our health, we can make informed choices that empower us to live healthier, more vibrant lives. Remember, the path to optimal wellness isn't about strict diets or scary headlines. It's about developing a mindful relationship with the food we choose, embracing balance and moderation, and listening to our bodies. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. If you found this exploration of carbohydrates helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more informative content on health, nutrition, and well-being. Let's continue to unravel the complexities of human existence and live healthier, more fulfilling lives together. Bye.